Hello everyone, and welcome to Sliceprintroleplay. Tonight we're going to be talking about how you can make this really inexpensive but really effective mini storage box to keep all your minis safe in between games or when you're traveling. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, so I'll be honest, this isn't the best looking setup, but trust me, it works really well. Let me demonstrate. Yeah, it's not going anywhere, I promise. But, come game time, that's it. There's no trick photography, nothing. It just stays where you put it. Alright, so a quick tutorial on this stuff. I recommend just peeling off about half of one side of it, that's all. And then you're just going to try to keep it as straight as you can. Stick one side down. And then as you peel this up, try to press out all the air bubbles in here. So as I'm peeling this up, I'm pressing down and trying to get all the pockets of air out of this that I can. So if you look on this side, you can see if there is or isn't enough adhesion. So you can see that there's some spots here that are coloring in as I press the air bubbles out. There goes an air bubble down at the bottom. So that's what you want to try to do. You want to try to get all these air bubbles out, or as much as you can. I mean, you don't have to go crazy with it, but the more you get out, the better adhesion it's going to make. And then you leave it on here for about 10 to 20 minutes, and you're good to go. And that's it. And it's the exact same process with the Mini. So it's just the adhesive from the magnet put onto the base of the Mini, and then I cut it to fit. One recommendation I do have is if you print your bases separate from your models, I would recommend putting the magnet on first, getting all the air bubbles out of it, and then putting the base onto your Mini. It just makes it a lot easier. That way you're not working around a potentially fragile model. Now, I do have one caution with this. If I just put this back in here haphazardly, it's actually pretty easy to move around, but if I just turn it a little bit, it actually kind of snaps in place. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's a certain point where if you turn it, the magnets will kind of pull together with each other. And you can see now, if I snap that in place, I can actually move this entire container, versus if I don't have it in that position and I go to move this, it moves really easily. So just a small turn here, and it sort of snaps into place, and you can see it makes a much stronger bond. All right, real quick, we're going to take a closer look at this model because it's really cool. So this is an Orc Chieftain from Nickey's Hatchery. It is an outstanding model with fantastic detail. You can find a link to this as well as other models from Nickey's Hatchery down below. And that's really it. Like I said, it's not much to look at, but it's an inexpensive, really effective system that's easy to use. So, like I said, just keep those tips in mind. Make sure that you're turning your model a little bit so that it gets the best bond. Make sure you're getting a box that has as many square, flat edges as you can get. If it has a dome like this lid does, I would recommend, instead of trying to cover this whole thing, I would cut small squares, maybe cut this up into fourths so that this would fit a little bit better and have a little bit more room to expand, and try to stick a little bit better on here. You can see it's almost good, but it's got a few bubbles here and there. And I think that if I'd cut this into fourths, it might have actually stuck a little bit better without those bubbles. Hopefully this helps you guys out. Definitely join the Facebook group and please post pictures of whatever kind of mini storage box you come up with using this system. I would love to see it. And if you liked the video, if you found it helpful, please like and subscribe for more. It helps the channel grow, and I really appreciate it. If you like this stuff, if you like, seeing me get into these weird DIY projects, feel free to check out my Patreon, see if it's something you want to help support. All right, let's go print something.